Alright guys, I just got home. My video stopped after 5 minutes. So I have to make another one. But you know the good thing is, by the way, this freaking video, anyway guys, I don't know if I'm gonna upload the precursor video per se, or maybe I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna make people happy, and I'm just gonna get to the point, which is obviously drinking, and I'm not gonna be drinking and driving or do no public drinking. Obviously, I'm getting to the crib right now, once and for all. Yep. I was thinking maybe I should hang out with Charlie or whatever. I had to actually Facebook talk, he didn't answer. I don't care. I freaking hate making videos like this at the crib, it's like... But I'm doing the video, I'm not doing no fucking live stream, I tell you that. I'm not doing no fucking live stream. And let's get to the point. Let me see where's the best place. Maybe I'll just put it right here. I don't want, to spend much time on like videos and all of that, like editing and Before I was into it, but now as I get older, I just give less fucks, And voila! I got 2 drinks today. And I don't know which one I want to drink first yet. Just gonna move this out of the way. Move that out of the way to make it a little pretty. Throw the bag. Yeah, they don't want to go under the water, that's what I'm sure. But I want you to get there. Oops. I don't want to kill you, but get out of here. And you get out of here too. Alright. Now I can wash my hands real quick. And get to the point of this fucking video. Fuck the real PewDiePie, by the way. And yeah, I'll drink this later. I'm probably gonna start with malt liquor. Even though I like that thing better, cause quite honestly, that one has more alcohol, but it's like really delicious. Gets you fucked up though, gets you fucked up. I've been trying to walk a little more, I have the app on my phone which I started, paying attention more than before. This is like the health, and that application shows how many steps a day you do. So I'm averaging like 4 or 5, sometimes 6,000 steps a day, which is very little. Because, I've been making the trip on purpose from the crib to the liquor store. That's like only half of the mile away. Takes maybe like, 20 minutes or some shit like that, 15 minutes. And that right there, from and back, it's like 3,000 steps. And it's not even a big walk. So imagine how many steps a day can you really make, like 20, 30, 40,000 maybe, if you're really active. So like 4,000-5,000 steps a day, it's like nothing. That's part of the reasons why I don't like my job, because like before I used to have physical jobs which were good for my health. I was getting bigger, stronger, better, and now it's like I'm barely moving, I'm barely moving. And hurts my back and all of that. Getting out of shape. Now I'm not doing favor for my health because I'm drinking, but this is like to improve my spiritual health, because quite honestly, a lot of times living in this fucked up world, which, is not for me, I feel like I need to drink, because otherwise life is just has no meaning, has no point. Like before, when I was younger, I wanted, have jobs, make money, and now I'm looking at it like, okay, I'll be working, supporting my woman, living nice, and then what? I'm gonna die anyway, fuck it. Like, life is fucking pointless. At least before I was living how I wanted to, but now I'm fucking cannot even do that because of these fucking stupid people like the real PewDiePie. See? And of course, you know, we all are oppressed by other people. Mostly the people who like to oppress us, blacks and Jews. You know that. They're like the root of problem in a lot of places. So, white people are no angels. They like to bully everybody. They have a white supremacy complex. But at the end of the day, you know, white people, they don't give a fuck. So, that's why, you know, I kind of like them better than, you know, because at least, you know, they give you your freedom. They just don't want to deal with you, but this is actually a good thing too, you know. Because isolation is the key to peaceful existence. Now I understand why a lot of white people at FedEx, they were just giving me what I want and not dealing with me. Because they're smart, because they know that we're not gonna get along, so they're just like, you know what, do the job and we're just gonna leave you alone. But the Jews, they're the root of all evil. They take our freedoms away from us. I'm talking about Zionists, of course. I'm not talking about the real Jews, which are Naturei Karta. I'm talking about self-proclaimed Jews, which are, of course, they're not even Jews. They're fucking Satanists. They're synagogue of Satan. They're Pharisees. They are the people who killed our Lord Jesus Christ. The real Jews, they're Naturei Karta. They're the real Jews. A lot of Jews, whatever you see on TV, who injecting everybody with COVID shots, they're not the Jews. I mean, they are, but they are not, you know, they are not good Jews. You know, they are the root of all evil in this world. But the real Jews, they're Naturei Karta. They're the real Jews. So, I consider myself a real Jew. So, I want nothing to do with these people who call themselves Jews. I have nothing to do with them. Because they're fake Jews. The real Jews are Naturei Karta. Wow. The real Jews are Orthodox. They follow all the 613 mitzvot. They don't use cell phone electronics on Shabbat. They follow everything. They're the real Jews. And I know I'm not the one. I'm assimilated. But I don't care about my family being Jewish. As a matter of fact, sometimes I think that I don't know if I'm gonna even have a family. Maybe I'll just be with my woman and we just, you know, we like date and hang out and do that, and then I don't know what's gonna happen then. Maybe nothing, but I don't care. You know? I've been thinking about like my cousins who live in San Francisco. One of them is like a year younger than me, a year and a half. He's 33. No kids. Another one is like 46 years old and no kids. But he has a beautiful Asian woman. She's like in her early 40s, I think. I don't know how old is she now. 41, 42, 43, somewhere around there, I think. But she's a beautiful woman. I met her, I don't know how old was she at that time, 39, 40. It was like 1 or 2 years ago. So, beautiful woman. And yeah, I don't think they have any kids, and they may not have any, but it is what it is. So things happen. I was even thinking about it. If I meant to have kids, I will. If not, I will not. And quite honestly, I never wanted to have kids until I'm like in my mid-30s anyway, so. We'll see what the future holds. Now I've been making a little bit less money with my driving job. I want to be free. That's why I don't want to cut it off with this job. I want to get a different job. And I don't care about the consequences. I don't care about people hating me over there and trying to fire me. As long as they gonna tolerate me, I don't give a fuck. You know? You may hate me, but as long as you tolerate me, it's all good. Malt liquor. As long as I can work how I think is right for me and people will be tolerating it, I'm okay. And now, knowing what life is all about, I'm not gonna even complain if people bitch at me or not happy with the way I do things. I don't care. As long as I keep a job, that's all that matters. Trying to fire doesn't mean they gonna do it, you know? If people don't like me, oh well. They will never like me. I don't care. It's better to be hated for who you are than liked for whom you're not. Now I know. In order to be liked, I need to change. But I don't want to do it because I don't see anything wrong with what I do in my life. I don't see anything wrong. When it comes to other people, yes, I do. Most definitely. But when it comes to me, hell no. I understand how other people are and how they think. And my response to it is the following: I want nothing to do with them. Because of their way of thinking. And that's okay. But there are a lot of good people in this world. Maybe we're not compatible. Maybe we have different cultures. But we still, even though we cannot match, we still can like each other. And I'm seeing that actually there are a lot of good people in this world. But I just can't be friends with them just simply because we're not compatible. See? nice and mean, this is how I talk for stupid people, with stupid people, which of course people tell that I'm stupid. And that's part of the reason why I've been cussing people out. And I don't regret it, of course. Because I think in the wrong things, and I can't deal with people who think the wrong things. Because this is unacceptable in my book. You know? So. But people cannot help who they are, and we're just not compatible. So. We can understand each other, but we cannot deal with people who are not like us. They're just human nature. They're just how we build as people. And this fucked up, pointless life. You know, all we do is we like running, trying to win. It's like you're playing this game where you all for yourself, you're trying to get more for yourself, get kids, get this, get that, and then you get older, and you're gonna die anyway, and you're gonna lose anyway. So it's like, we're running for something which you're gonna lose. Life is like a game where you need to get a high score to get to the Hall of Fame. Just like I used to say that back in 2012, now 2021, I'm saying the same thing. I'm older, but it's the same thing. And all those people out there who say, ha ha ha, you're a loser, ha ha ha. What you doing with your life? You're running in the circles just like I do. And you're not much better than me, because the fact that you're in the same circle where I am means that you're probably making the same money. You probably have similar place. What, am I a loser because I don't talk to people? Well, if I just work and you're tolerating me and I'm making the same money as you do, it don't matter whether I have friends or don't, you know. It doesn't matter if you have more fun than I do. We're in the same plane as long as we make the same money. And if I don't make money, what's gonna happen? I'm either gonna die from hunger or I'm gonna hurt somebody else to get the money, right? So, I mean, we really kind of, you know, the same level. Well, you're saying I'm worse than you because I don't have family and I'm in my mid-30s. There are a lot of people who never have family and they don't give a fuck. So, and there are people who have family and they're like teenagers. And they barely making their ends meet, working warehouse jobs. I remember meeting people like that, talking to them, working warehouse, talking about how they had kids and like 13 years old. Have kids at 13, 15, working warehouse jobs, staying there for the rest of their lives. I mean, it's life, but, you know, see, who knows what's better, what's worse. Different strokes for different folks, that's all. At the end of the day, nothing matters. Look, even freaking successful people who have all the money, they live short lives, they commit suicide. Everybody jealous to them. Oh, I want to have sex with Pamela Anderson or Left Eye or whatever. Not realizing these successful people probably had less sex than like ordinary people. Because they had hard lives. They just made the legacy for themselves. left eye, she died when she was 30. And there are a lot of people who are nobody and they're fucking living to 60s, 70s, 80s. So who gives a fuck? I think the only thing which matters in life is to do whatever the fuck you want. Be free from people. Nothing else really matters. But, you know, I'm already getting myself mentally ready to die. I'm already preparing myself if shit's gonna go down mentally. Trying not to be afraid of it because it's gonna happen no matter what. I'm already getting myself mentally ready for it. One day it will be all over. And I'll never be working on earth again. I'm trying to prepare myself mentally for that already. Yep. I'm trying not to be scared from the fact that one day I will be 6 feet down the ground and I'm not going to be moving again, that I will never walk the earth again, things like that. I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for it already. Quite honestly, I don't fit in this fucked up world and I want nothing to do with it. I just want to get the money so I can isolate myself from all this bullshit around me. And I don't want no part of it. I just want to have a couple good friends with whom I can hang and have fun, not judgmental people. My woman, that's it. That's all I need in my life. Of course I want to live in a nice place like I used to, not in this fucking shithole. Now I'm helping my woman to live nicely and look. I mean, hopefully one day I will be living like a normal man again. You know? Because the way I'm living now, it's fucking bullshit. I'm tired of this fucking life. It's only worse. Because doing what I'm doing, I feel like I'm selling my soul to devil. But there are a lot of good people. Police, nurses. A lot of Goyish people are good. They're just different. But I'm not worried about regular Goyim. I'm more afraid of my people. You know? That's whom I'm really afraid of. Goyim, you know, they're just different. I can't get along with them. But they're nice, you know? I'm more worried about my people. The Jews. I'm more worried about them. And I'm not worried about Naturei Karta, the real Jews. I'm talking about the synagogue of Satan. I'm worried about them. That's why I'm getting very outright pro-traditionalism, against multiculturalism, because I've seen it all, you know. Very nihilistic. A little bit like agnosticism, but definitely leaning towards Christianity. Or I'm leaning towards Christian mysticism, you know. Like, can't take it. Really? But I can take it figuratively. Like, let's say they say Jesus is the Son of God. Well, he's not immediate Son of God, but he is direct descendant of King David. So it means that he is a candidate to be Jewish Messiah. So, and it says in the prophecy that the Messiah, the Jewish Messiah, is going to be the direct descendant of King David. And Jesus Christ was the one. So what does it mean? The Jewish people killed their own Messiah. But I've been talking about it before. And of course, you know, my mom and my dad hearing that, they're gonna get upset. Because they're telling me that I grew up being anti-Semite. Which, in my opinion, everything is like the opposite. The real Jews, they are not Naturei Karta. And they've been called anti-Semites. So, I'm not anti-Semite, I'm anti-Zionist, okay? Anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism, they are two different things. Because see, just like the rabbi from Naturei Karta said, that the reason why everyone hates the Jews so much is because of the Zionism. If not for Zionism, the hatred toward Jews will be lessened, you know. Jewish people are hated because of the Zionism. And a lot of good Jews like myself being subject to hate because of the Zionism. So, that guy Rati Barets, he started hating on me because of my facial features, because I look like a Jew. Very good guy, by the way, Russian nationalist. We started talking. And I found out why he actually hates the Jews, and I agree with him. And I'm like, you know what, man, you're right. You know what's up. He's been saying that I know that the Jewish people, they say nasty things about Russia through the ocean. And I'm me dealing with my dad and other people who like to send each other nasty things about Russia. I'm like, yep. And they grew up in Russia too. And they hate their own motherland. And they try to destroy it. And I'm looking at it like, oh my gosh. And even though these Jews, they had in Russia money and everything, they still hate Russia. While other Russian people, they've been suffering and they're making less and they love their country. How fucked up is that? And I just couldn't disagree with the guy, you know. I just couldn't disagree with him. Because he was actually factually correct. And that's why, you know, I'm very sad for my own people. You know, that's why I don't want to associate myself with these people. That's why I would rather associate myself with the real Jews of Naturei Karta. You know, not with these fake Jews. You know, because I'm a Jew, but I don't belong with these fucking pieces of shit. I want nothing to do with them. I want to belong to the real Jews, you know. And the real Jews, they are post-Zionism. I watched the videos how they've been brutally getting beaten up in Israel, you know. And they're trying, you know, to be peaceful. They throw things at people, but they don't fight. And they pretty much, you know, they circling around the police, even the fucking Jewish kids, you know, they're just trying to attack police, but they're not really attacking them like Russian style, like beating them up, but they're like, you know, trying to be humane about it. Like Russian people, when they attack, they just beat the shit out of people. Naturei Karta, they're very peaceful people, you know. They don't hurt nobody, but they protest this shit, you know. They're not happy with what's going on. If Naturei Karta were not Jewish but Russian, guess what? Would be bloodshed. Because Russian people, they would just beat the police up. They wouldn't just go and try to protest peacefully. They just straight up fight them. You know? And I have some Russian in me myself. And Jewish. And a little bit of Viking blood. So, Finnish. I have like close to 0.5% of Finnish blood. So, perhaps down the line some of my ancestors were like Vikings and stuff. So, on my mother's side, of course, from my mom's dad, I had some Finnish in me, based on my DNA testing. So, Viking blood, a little bit of that I have, 0.5%. So, that's why I'm pretty feisty, you know, like, I have this, like, Jewish Orthodox mentality, but from, like, Slavic and Viking side, I'm a little feisty, you know. Some people say I'm like a pussy because I'm not big and strong. They portray me like this fucking bitch, the real PewDiePie is portraying me. I'm the guy who's gonna be like, oh, don't kill me, please, don't. No, I'm not the type of person, fuck that. I'm gonna try to avoid the violence, but I still feel the same way. I don't give a fuck. And I'm pretty sure that if I wouldn't have the self-preservation mechanism which I have, could I fuck somebody up if I have means to it, like if I could, like if I wouldn't have obstacles such as like the laws and all of that, and my physical strength, would I get to the fight and fuck somebody up? Yeah, I know I can do that. Because even back in Russia, I remember when I was like a teenager, there was this guy from the 3rd grade and I was like maybe 8th to 9th grade. And one of my friends been telling me, like, when that guy was coming to me, he said to that guy, you know what, don't fuck with this guy, even though he knew I'm not that strong, he kind of estimated I'm gonna beat him up. But the guy started trying to fight me, you know. He was like, I don't know how many, like 5-6 years younger than me. So he was trying to fight me. I beat the shit out of him and he's been crying. And I didn't give a fuck. I was thinking, you know what, I'm stronger than him. And that actually only me feel better about myself. I remember that feeling that, you know what, at least I'm not the weakest, you know. So when I beat him up, I was thinking not that, you know, I'm sorry for this poor guy. I was thinking, you know what, I'm actually not the weakest, I'm stronger than he is. And it actually boosted my self-esteem, you know. I actually started feeling better when I beat the shit out of him. He was crying, you know. I remember that. So, and I was not big and strong, because you all know. But you know, like when I beat somebody, I actually started feeling better about myself. Like I started feeling like I'm superior, you know. I remember feeling that feeling, you know. So, and obviously I didn't like beat him like to the point where he got injured, none of that, you know. But you know, I didn't really fight like a lot in Russia. I'm not really a feisty person like that. Like I may get angry, I wanna feel like I wanna fuck somebody up, but you know, I'm not a type of person who really loves to fight. I'm not like that, obviously, you know. Like if I beat somebody up, that makes me feel better about myself because I feel strong. But at the same time, I don't really have an urge to hurt other people. More so, I have an urge, you know, to do what I want, say what I want, and I want everybody else to be like me and do what I want them to do. I have that type of urge, yes I do. But I don't necessarily have an urge to hurt other people, you know. Like, if everyone would think like me and do what I want and act how I want and give me what I want, my life would be awesome, you know. I'm really looking forward for hurting other people. I'm all about doing what I want, saying what I want, and acting how I want. You know, that's it. I only want to hurt people if I don't get what I want. Otherwise, nah, I don't really care about, you know, fighting or hurting people, no. I would be happy as long as I get what I want. I would be happy, you know, just to have fun and enjoy myself. You know, being some type of a leader, invent something, show the world something different. That type of shit makes me happy. Not hurting other people. Hurting other people doesn't make me happy. It's just something I have to do in order, you know, if I don't see any other solution to the problem. But what really makes me happy is doing what I want, saying what I want, doing things how I want. You know, that's what makes me happy. You know? But hurting other people doesn't really make me happy. Like if I hurt somebody who is a piece of shit, I look at myself that I'm a great man because I punish a fucking subhuman, you know? Scum of the earth needs to go back to the earth. If I have power, I have a right to punish you if you don't do what I want. To me, that's perfectly normal behavior. But it's not what I'm all about, you know? It's not what I'm all about. I only want to hurt people who stand on my way. Otherwise, I don't really want to hurt other people. I don't really have, you know, the desire to hurt people. I have desire for power, I have desire for freedom, I have a desire to get what I want when I want it. But hurting people, no. That's just a tool, if I have to use it, on fucking infidels who take my freedoms away from me, you know? That's how I look at things, so. And people who don't give me my special rules, which they're supposed to give me unconditionally, because I'm different. In order for me to live how I want, you need to give me what I want, and don't ask me no fucking question. Just give me what I want, and that's it. And I have a right to kill you if you're not gonna do what I want. That's how I look at things, you know. But if you're gonna give me what I want, I don't care. Life is good, you know. You give me my special rules, you allow me to live how I want, life is great, you know. Life is great. That's why I'm saying, you motherfuckers, you're not letting me live how I want, that's why you're the problem. If you're gonna give me what I want, life would be great. That will be all the solution. You know, you let me work how I want, live how I want, and you sponsor it, guess what? I have no problem with you. That's it. And instead of making fun about my wrongdoings, you need to fucking make excuses for it. Then I would love you. I would have no problem with you. If you would do that and encourage me to get better and work hard, I wouldn't have no problem with you. And you can think that, you know what, I won't do nothing with this guy, he's weird, he's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you can feel that way, that's fine with me. I cannot force you to feel differently. But as long as I get my way, I'm okay. Yes, I want you to think like me and do things like me. But if I cannot get that, as long as I get my way and I get money, my life is good. And trust me, I'll do the job. Don't worry about that. But you cannot make cat from the dog. So that's all I can say. Jared Downing forever. And fuck the kikes. And lately people have been taking my freedoms away from me. And that's a big problem. Especially the black people. You know, these black people, they're inferior to us whites, and that's what it says in the Torah. You know, like the Noah had a son, his name was Ham. And he got punished. That's why he became black. That's why black people came from him. So it says in the Torah that being black is a punishment from God. I studied it back in Jewish school, okay? And I'm seeing it right now. God punished black people, that's why black people are stupid. And when I watched these videos with the Zionists, when I saw this fucking guy, Rudy Rothman, I freaking hate this guy, he's a piece of shit. He's saying, no, I'm Jewish, I'm big, I'm strong. And he is really manipulative piece of shit. He's pro-Israel, he's trying to say he's for peace, but he's manipulating Jewish history. Because he tells everybody half-truths in order to provoke people to be for Israel. And there are a lot of smart whites who don't even fall for it. But I saw black people like, yeah. Because black people are stupid, they're ignorant, they don't know history, you know? They don't know history. That's why they live like that. That's why they hurt everyone, beat everyone, have problems with the police, because they're fucking stupid, you know? Most of the people, they have low IQ. They're fucking stupid. That's why they get other people in trouble, they get themselves in trouble all the time. That's why Candace Owens talks about black people need to educate themselves. And that's why Candace Owens loves Trump. Because she's a fucking one smart black woman, okay? I like Candace Owens. She knows what's up. But all these black people who fucking fall for fucking Zionism manipulations here, they're definitely fucking idiots, you know? They need to educate themselves. And the fucking Zionist Satanists, they use black people to achieve their goals. They don't care about them. They think that they're fucking stupid pieces of shit anyway. They just want to, to manipulate them to get what they want. They have no respect for this fucking hood rats. Just like I don't. But I'm saying it honestly because I don't give a fuck. But these people, they don't want to say that because they want them on their team. Because they want to use the blacks to beat up whites. So that way, they're gonna destroy white Christian middle class, which is opposing Zionism, Satanist agenda. They're using blacks against whites. That's all they do. So, and black people are falling for it. They're beating up whites thinking they're the root of all evil. When in reality it's not them, it's different people, okay? Who are the root of their problems. Not whites. And I learned even from Rabbi Asher from Meza that there were some black people who actually, there were some Jews who actually were slave owners too. I didn't know about that. I was thinking that there's no way Jewish people were slave owners. But apparently they were. David Duke was not lying. There were other people who saying that too. That some black people, some Jews were actually slave owners. They used to have black slaves. I was surprised to hear it though. Because I was thinking the Jewish people were always oppressed. But I don't know how oppressed they were. Because at the same time, in Ukraine, in the Ukrainian parliament, they're all Jews. In America, all the fucking big corporations are owned by the Jews. So I don't know how oppressed they are. It seems to me sometimes that they're the oppressors, actually. They're like the wolves in sheep's clothing. And I grew up in Zionist family myself. My dad, my mom, they are very pro-Zionist. And I'm anti-Zionist, okay? I'm a Jew. I'm okay with being Jewish. But I'm against Zionism. I'm strictly against it. I'm all for Neturei Karta. When I was listening to these people, I'm like, oh my God. They're thinking the same thing as what I'm thinking. I love them so much. That's why I don't oppose Judaism. I oppose Zionism. And I think that I didn't grow up Jewish, I wish, I would have... I'm happy that I got some Jewish education, but at the same time, I wish I would get that education from somebody from Neturei Karta. So I would actually get the real Jewish education. Like, I got some good Jewish education, which I'm happy about, but at the same time, I studied in the school which was sponsored by Chabad Lubavitch, which is again Zionist organization, and of course, they were giving half-truths. They were trying to manipulate young Jewish kids in order to be Zionists and all of that. And, that was not really a good thing, That was not really a good thing. I'm happy that I didn't go to the strict Jewish school. I got to the Jewish school which was like for half-blooded Jews, I didn't go to the strict one. But, I got a Jewish education, I'm happy about that, but I wish I would get my education from somebody from Neturei Karta. I wish my fucking teacher would be the Rabbi Israel David Weiss or Rabbi Feldman. If they would be my teachers, I would be fucking happy. I wish they would teach me fucking Judaism, really. Not the other people who taught me that shit, but like these people from Neturei Karta or the Rabbi Asher from Meza. If these people would be my teachers, I would be blessed. But I don't think that I got taught Judaism the right way, honestly. I wish I did, but I didn't. So, And my grandparents, they used to be rabbis. And my family got away from it. Starting with my grandma, whom I didn't even like. You know, I grew up in a secular home, non-religious, where my mom used to eat pork and telling me not to eat it because she wants me to be more Jewish. Which of course she has a screwed understanding of what Judaism is herself, because she doesn't even like the real Jews, the Naturei Karta. She like all of the Zionist bullshitters, which is of course not a real Judaism anyway, so my mom has it all mixed up. She has it all mixed up. So, but Naturei Karta got it all right. They're the real Jews. They know what's up. That's why they're going out there with the Palestinians and telling everybody, look, we need to start the oppression. We had no right to do what we've been doing. And I'm like, oh my God, I love these people. I wish somebody from the Naturei Karta would go to Russia and teach me, you know, real Judaism when I was going to school. That would be so awesome. Swill, swill, swill. Alright guys, I got some alcohol in me, so now I'm feeling better about my shitty life. Because I cannot live happy without alcohol. Because like, without alcohol, everybody just destroying my spirit. All these fucking people, they just like making me so miserable. And I know some people's gonna say, well, you allow yourself to feel that way. But you know what? I cannot help it. I cannot get rid of bad aura. We all influence each other. So I cannot be happy around miserable people who are not good for me. That's why I need alcohol to feel good. And also I cannot be happy understanding what life is all about, thinking that I'm gonna get old and I'm gonna die and all of that shit. You know, in vino veritas. Sometimes it's hard to be happy without alcohol. And even though alcohol destroys you because it kills your brain cells and gets you closer to death, well, it makes you happy. So maybe happiness is what's gonna happen after we die. Think about it. And I'm about to start another video. Thanks for watching.